But you have to be willing to put yourself out there. The way that you continue to play small, the way that you continue to dim your light, the way that you continue to shrink into the background like God did not call you to be in the forefront no longer works. There is something on the other side of putting yourself out there, and everybody doesn't need to get it. Hi, welcome to my channel, Embody. My name is Kayla. Today, I just want to talk to you about something that has been on my heart. If you struggle with being a socially anxious person, a shy person, a really introverted person, this message is for you. When I was a little girl, I used to struggle with extreme social anxiety. I hated talking in front of people. I hated people talking to me. I hardly ever spoke. I would just become very tense. My hands would shake, my hands would sweat, and it was always an extremely uncomfortable situation for me to be in groups of people. Even now as an adult, it can still be a struggle for me. And so I got really good as a kid at fading into the background. I mean, like making myself as small as possible, dimming my light so that nobody would remember me, nobody would see me, no one would notice me. And I think in a lot of cases it worked. There were like multiple situations that I've been in before where people just didn't remember my name, and part of me would be hurt sometimes because, there's a part of you that wants to be seen and you want to be accepted, but there's another part of me that was like, hey, this is effective. And I did that for a really long time. Fast forward to, let's say, like middle school, high school. I was really into theater, performing arts, those kinds of things. And I knew that I loved being on the stage. I knew that I loved performing. And unfortunately with those kinds of things, it requires you to do auditions. So I began putting myself out there and I was like, hey, even if it sucks, even if nobody likes it, I'm going to do it. And of course, with auditions, you get rejected all the time. Like, you don't get callbacks, you don't get, or maybe you make a callback and you just don't make the cut and get what it is that you want. So that definitely happened to me a couple times, but I was able to get into some plays. Long story short, I practiced putting myself out there during my childhood a little bit, but not enough to really become the person that I believe God has called me to be. And so this is a message for other socially anxious, you feel socially awkward, shy, severely introverted people. God has called you to greatness. He has called us to greatness. And I'm not saying that you can't be an introverted person. I'm not saying you can't be a shy person and still do what you were put here to do. God created you the way he created you. And there's nothing wrong with you. For a very, very long time, I always thought there was something wrong with me. I felt like, because I'm not an extrovert, I'm not outgoing, I don't have this bubbly personality to draw people in, I thought there was something wrong with me. No, God created me the way that he created me. The fact of the matter is, though, is that everyone has things that they have to be willing to overcome, so to speak, in order to get to where it is that they want to go, in order to get to where it is that they need to be. So I'm not saying that you have to overcome being shy or being introverted, but you have to be willing to put yourself out there. The way that you continue to play small, the way that you continue to dim your light, the way that you continue to shrink into the background like God did not call you to be in the forefront no longer works. There is something on the other side of putting yourself out there, and everybody doesn't need to get it. The people that get it, get it. The people that don't, and they won't, and that's okay. But there is greatness inside of you. And you need to be willing to show up fully as yourself, fully in all your glory and all your splendor, showing up as everything that God created you to be for the world, for the purpose that you were created for. You are here. You are here. And people need to see that. And you need to see that. I think oftentimes when we grow up being so socially anxious and shy that we're in a shell, and we almost are hidden from ourselves. So sometimes we don't know we're great. Sometimes we don't know we're amazing. And I'm here to tell you, you are great. You are amazing. And there are amazing things inside of you that you need to bring forth to society. At any point in time, you can rebrand yourself. You don't have to continue to be married to who you used to be. You know, it worked then, but it's not going to work for this next stage of life. So you're going to have to be willing to go beyond your comfort zone. You're going to have to be willing to stretch in order to get to this next level. Wow. So I definitely lost the second part of this video, but the main thing that I was saying is that you're going to have to be willing to walk into spaces confidently, the same spaces where you traditionally shrank back into the background, played small, played little, tried to be invisible for fear of rejection, for fear of being ostracized, for fear of being judged. We're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that anymore. We are walking into places confidently, showing up in all of our glory and all of our splendor, showing up as the people that God created us to be, whether people accept it or don't, because that is what is needed in this next stage. So I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.